for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind.
Alright. My stream's up again.
We are about
Wanna watch?
So miles northwest of world famous Miami.
My phone's real low, but I'll put yours.
For football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Fucked up the opening kickoff.
Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Kareth White on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay, and he'll work this forward.
Man, Phillip Lindsay, gosh. Keep running into Phillip fucking Lindsay.
And that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one complete.
Damn, that was a dot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers.
2nd and 2. Now a handoff for Lindsay. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good job defensively.
And they gotta do something about like the fucking run, like yards after contact for like even these little backs.
Strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got
It's fucking stupid, man. God. Where's the pressure at?
And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there. Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. A
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 25 on second down, Tua. That's going to be caught.
Man.
Gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
I hate Jalen Waddle.
He did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though.
Nice run with Mixon there.
Stop them on the first drive defensively.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation this week.
Ouch, you just hurt his feelings right there with that truck ski, big dog.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
Oh, he didn't switch on.
Able to get it to their 30-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I tied it up. Hollywood.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah. I thought you were going to have that touchdown in the back of the end zone. Almost with Tony toe tap. Nice pass. Ooh, that was 2 in a row. Damn.
Signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important,
I hate all these people that use Philip Lindsay.
Situation. Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be touchdown, but not before he does pick up the first.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence.
Oh, man.
Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
Oh.
It's incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Tua on 4th down. Over the middle,
And come on, D.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
No, not yet. I'm not even to halftime yet.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Tua.
Man, how is all this shit always open?
Pick up a 15 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th.
Drop that, dude. Come on.
But not before he gets the first.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give him a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders.
I can't stop this, man. I have to manage clock.
Touchdown ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Could get ugly. Not mine.
First down Miami as they get set.
People just run this fucking 3-down lineman defense the whole fucking game, and they're able to stop the run.
Try to see them move the ball
Lame.
downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now this throw caught left side, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
That is not what the fuck I wanted to do.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 2. Will Fuller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Now Jackson on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Are you fucking shitting me?
8 seconds now.
I think that was good strategy there.
Dude,
like after the last completion, but this time,
oh man.
And they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. So the two
Down 14 at half.
Miami with the Dolphins on top.
I do get ball though.
Hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Can't get nothing going.
In front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Jason McCourty coming up and fucking withstanding a truck? Gus Edwards? Huh. Brother man.
He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Fucking ass cheeks at this game, dude. Give it up and play 2K.
For this next drive. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
Oh.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now. And tight coverage.
What was that throw, bro?
Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Jackson will throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll go option to the short side. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On third down, here's Edwards. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Calling a gain of 5, fourth down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's second and a yard. Lindsey on the toss left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Oh, for the 3rd time, Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Take this up just shy of midfield. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's a give to Lindsey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dolphins. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. moments of explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.